Acura Integra. It's back. For 2023, Acura reintroduced the Integra as a 5-door liftback that replaced the entry-level ILX. What you see here is a top-of-the-line A-Spec model with a 6-speed manual transmission. Now, before you complain that it's just a fancy Civic, stop. The Integra has always been closely related to the Civic, and that's not a bad thing because Civic has always been one of the best driving compact cars on the market, and I'm not gonna lie, I've always had a sweet spot for it since the 6th gen Civic was the first car I've ever driven. You're probably very curious what the new Integra is like, so let's jump inside and talk about the interior space. The interior of the Integra is a mixed bag. If you had a chance to sit in a new Civic, you will find a lot of similarities, and that's not necessarily a bad thing because ergonomics are great, but I would expect a little better quality plastics. On one hand, everything is rock solid and well put together with all physical controls having a nice feel, but given this is a luxury car, I would like to see better materials. You can see some cost cutting, especially in the back where door panels are made of a very hard touch plastic. The infotainment has also been carryover from the Civic, and while the GUI isn't very attractive, the system is logical and easy to use. Now, the A-Spec model that I tested comes with a 16-speaker ELS Studio 3D system, which sounds really good, especially at higher volumes, and you will definitely appreciate it if you care about the audio quality coming out of your car's speakers. The driving position is great. You can sit relatively low to the ground, and the front seats, despite not having aggressive bolsters, provide good support and are comfortable. Now, moving to the back, you get a decent amount of legroom, and even with the sloping roofline, the headroom isn't limited. No vents in the back, but you do get a couple of USB-A ports. Last but not least, the trunk. It has 24.3 cubic feet of space, and since the Integra is a liftback, the tailgate opens together with a window, making it easier to put bigger objects in. Alright, so that was the interior of the new Integra. I know you're eager to learn how it drives, so let's take it on the road. As of now, the Integra is only available with a 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, making 200 horsepower and 192 pound-feet of torque. Those numbers aren't crazy, but I have to admit I really like the characteristics and power delivery of this unit. It wakes up around 1600 RPM, giving you a decent amount of low-end and mid-range torque. At 5500 VTEC kicks in and the engine keeps delivering power up to 7000 RPM. The fuel economy is great. During my week with the Integra, I averaged 30 miles per gallon in the city, 38 on highway and 34 combined, which is a strong result. The 6-speed manual gearbox is very direct and the clutch has a good feel, making it easy to drive even without much experience. And if you don't know how to rev match, Acura got you covered with an automatic rev matching that you can turn on. Now, the powertrain is cool, but what really impressed me about the Integra is the driving dynamics. The A-Spec model comes with adaptive dampers that have 3 modes: Comfort, Normal, and Dynamic. The ride quality in Comfort mode is very good. The chassis filters all road imperfections very well, making the Integra feel like an entry-level luxury car, and I found myself using this mode during my everyday commute. However, when I jumped on a curvy back road, I put it immediately into sport mode and I could feel the difference right away. There is less body roll, the car feels very nimble and predictable, and the mechanical LSD is doing a great job with reducing understeer. To make things even better, the variable ratio steering, just as expected, is very precise and responsive, offering a nice feedback. Overall, the Integra is a great package that will put a smile on your face when you drive it aggressively, but with a push of a button, you can turn it into a comfortable daily. Speaking of daily driving, let's talk about safety features which typically for Acura work very well. No matter which variant you pick, the car comes standard with Acura Watch Safety Suite, which includes an automatic braking with pedestrian detection, adaptive cruise control even for cars with a manual transmission, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring with rear cross traffic alert, road sign recognition, and automatic high beams. The technology package that my tester had adds front and rear parking sensors, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and a head-up display. The new Acura Integra is a well-designed car that is super fun to drive and enjoyable. It doesn't have a ton of power, but trust me, for daily driving and weekend trips to your favorite curvy back road, this is a great package. Now the question is, what should you get? This or a Civic Si? There is no simple answer. If your budget allows and you want some extra features, get the Integra. For me, it has things that I like having in my daily, such as a good sound system, parking sensors, and a head-up display. But if you care less and don't mind stiffer ride, save up some money and get the Si. Pricing for the Integra starts at $30,800 for a base model, and a fully loaded A-Spec with technology package that I tested was priced at $36,300. If you wonder how I would spec out my Integra, click the link in the description. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you later.